Seth Godin is widely acknowledged as a true marketing expert. He actually wrote the book on it, quite literally, called This Is Marketing. And I'll put a link to that book in the show notes in the description below. In fact, Seth has written several books, many of them bestsellers. In fact, most of them bestsellers. He also has a daily blog that's been running for over 20 years. I guess he's up to probably around 7,500 plus blog posts or so by now. And if you don't already subscribe to Seth's blog, again, I would really suggest you do so. Again, I will put links in the show notes and description below, because honestly, you deserve it. You really should be following this guy. And it was basically on this blog that I first heard about the theory of minimum viable audience back in 2017. I think was the first time I saw it on Seth's blog. And like much of what Seth says, the theory of minimum viable audience is firmly rooted in logic and common sense, really. If you try to be everything to everyone, you'll end up being nothing to no one. Now, we've all heard that saying before, right? And by the way, if anybody actually thinks they know the origin of that quote, do let me know, because I just can't find anywhere that says this is the origin of that quote. Anyway, Seth's position is that to target the maximum potential audience, we actually really need to dumb down our thing, that product or that service that we sell. In order to make it appealing to the biggest possible audience, we need to kind of average it out, find a middle ground. And the consequence is that our thing then becomes unremarkable. And if we're not remarkable in some way, then there's little chance of us ultimately winning the market. Conversely, by being focused on the narrowest possible market, it's much more likely that you'll end up creating something of value, something that will be impactful, if only to a very small market. Of course, the theory also holds that by being remarkable, the market will talk. Word will spread, your thing will grow, often beyond the confines of your initial market. Like I said, it's pretty much common sense if you really think about it. And I would suggest that hotel spas have largely taken the maximum potential audience approach. Rather than offer specific treatments, products, and services that serve a very specific market, we've actually kind of dumbed it down. We've averaged it out. In an effort to offer something that all guests might potentially want, we've ended up with something unremarkable. The challenge we face is that oftentimes our hotels want something that offers mass appeal. At least that's what we as the spa operators tell ourselves. In actual fact though, I think that if we could present a compelling enough case, the hotels that we are in also might come around to this idea of a minimum viable audience. What would a hotel spa offering look like if our focus was on minimum viable audience instead of maximum potential audience? Would our core treatment still be our 1 hour full body massage? Or would it maybe be a 10-minute express massage? Or actually, now that we're talking about it, would massage even be a core part of the offering at all? It really all depends on who we define as our audience. If we just focused on those guests in our hotel who can't get a good night's sleep, for example, could that become our minimum viable audience? Would our hotel spa then be able to be remarkable, even if it's just to that little niche audience within the hotel, that audience that just is having trouble sleeping? What if our main focus was guests in need of some meditation to start their day? Maybe instead of providing multiple average massage choices, unremarkable choices to use Seth's words, we could just offer a limited number of truly impactful meditation sessions. Now that could be remarkable. It might just get people talking, and they might spread the word. Meanwhile, I'm still also sticking by my belief that we do need to be more relevant to more of our hotel guests. Damn, this bloody cognitive dissonance thing, I just can't shake it. Mind you, I believe it was F. Scott Fitzgerald, I think, the author of The Great Gatsby, who famously said, "The test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposed ideas in the mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function." Well, that's me. So maybe I'm just really smart.